So hi there, my name's Kian. I'm going to be your practitioner today.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Nathan.
Nathan, nice to meet you, Nathan. So I understand you're here today with a low limb injury associated around the hamstring and quad regions.
Yes.
So today, this is going to be, first part of this assessment is going to be me explaining how the whole process is going to occur, just so you have a proper understanding of the whole process.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So first of all, main part of the assessment, I'm going to be looking at active and resisted range of motion, putting your knee and lower limb through some various different testings to test strength and stuff like that, so we can get a better look at that. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Obviously, through the whole part of the process, if you have any further understandings or questions, feel free to ask, or if you feel uncomfortable, we can stop at any point in time. So I'm also, throughout this process, I'm also going to ask you questions related to past medical health, any past injuries or previous injuries on the injury itself, or any other limiting factors. I'm also going to be asking any constricting issues as well, which could be...
What does that mean?
Constrict factors, any reason that would limit me from massaging, such as any tumours, cancer, or something like that, which basically limits me to what I can do. So first of all, is there any of that going on which would limit me from that? No, that's all good. And then I would also be looking at asking you injury-specific questions around how it occurred, if it changes in time of injury throughout the day, midday, early morning, and evening. For everything I've said, is that okay?
Yeah,
So I have your consent to go through the whole process?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, as discussed before, we're now going to go on to the subjective information, so it's really gathering some bit of background history on the injury itself. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
So first of all, obviously we discussed you're in for hamstring / quad injury. Can you elaborate a little bit on how the injury itself occurred?
Yeah, so I was running a marathon last week, and then I felt something in my hamstring while I was running. Carried on, and then after I cooled down and went back home, I felt really tight. I couldn't walk on it for a little while because it was just so sore. And then iced it, went in the bath, and then it loosened up a little bit, and it's just been the same ever since. Really not.
So
really
you said you felt an initial pain. Can you elaborate more on that pain? Was it a kind of a twinge or a sharp?
It was a
pain or a
little bit of a twinge because it didn't really hurt that much. And then carried on and all.
So that initial pain on a scale of 1 to 10, what was that initial pain? A 4. Yeah. And compared from the initial to now, currently just sat here.
Yep.
What is that pain scale on that?
About a 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
so the pain's gotten worse since. So when did you say the time frame was from the initial injury?
Week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know you said about you experienced the tightness in your hamstring. Is that tightness constant, or does it come and go in swings?
Comes and goes.
So does that come and go more through like early morning, day or night? Through like if you're on it for long periods of time?
Yeah. So if I'm in the morning when I wake up, it's very tight. I can barely walk on it.
Yeah.
Then once I've gone a few steps and like had a shower, warmed it up, then it's fine to walk on. But then, like on the other hand, if I walk on it too much, it does start to hurt.
Okay. Is the tightness causing any impacts on your daily activities at the moment, or
no?
So have you? Is it stopping you from doing a lot of things at the moment, or? Obviously, you said your pain currently is at a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, probably just picking heavy objects up. Can't really do that.
Yeah. Have you also seen anyone else previously before me, like a physiotherapist or an SSC coach?
No.
No
one before.
You also said that you have used heat and ice application to the injury. Have you used any other applications such as foam rolling? Tried to.
Yeah, I've foam rolled a little bit.
Okay.
I've not done too much of that though, because that's quite hard. And I've also stretched.
Did you feel any pain during those?
No, just a bit sore.
Okay. So, thank you for that. Do you have any medical history or allergies, things like that?
I broke my back, my lower back, when I was younger.
Do you know how long ago is that from time period?
That was about 4 years ago now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still having rehab and stuff like that, or is that kind of?
No, I still like to do loads of core exercises for it and lower back exercises, but it's not really a problem anymore. No.
Is that the only?
I've pulled a hamstring before, pulled the same hamstring before.
Okay. So there's obviously that could indicate increase the risk of injury, obviously, in the hamstring that's occurred now. Okay. So which hamstring was it again?
It's the right one.
So it's the right one. Okay. So nothing else on that lower limb, just that hamstring. Okay, perfect. Next one to medical history. Is there any constricting factors that I need to be aware of? Anything like that? Allergies or?
No, I've got an inhaler that I use.
Okay.
I just use one every day. I've got to take a puff every day.
Okay.
And then I've got another one just in case of emergencies. But other than that, no medication.
Okay, perfect. So obviously the big question is obviously around your sport. Could you please let me know, obviously, like kind of like the level you're playing at, obviously the intensity around your sport?
So I'd say pretty high, not professional. I don't know if you call it semi-pro.
Okay.
Run marathons.
Okay.
I do them about once a week at the moment.
So is there a time frame to where you want to be back? As a competition coming up that you're wanting to try and get back to?
Yeah, in about 4 weeks is a marathon race that I want to be a part of.
As you said, you compete at quite a high level around marathon running. How many days of a week are you involved around training and things like that?
So I run 4 times a week.
Okay.
That's just like, that can be like vary from short running. Sometimes I do long distance running, not a marathon run, but like long. And then in the gym, I'll be in the gym 3 times a week. So I'll do an uppers day, lowers and full body day.
Yep.
And then that's pretty much it. The running's quite intense, so I do run quite hard. And then the gym's pretty easy. But
Since you picked up the injury to your right hamstring, have you taken a step back and stopped training?
I've not stopped. I have ran less.
Yeah.
But I've been in the gym trying to strengthen it up a little bit.
Okay.
I've in terms of like strength training, I've like lowered the weight a lot, so I've just been doing more repetitions. But I have still been gym and running.
Okay.
That's fine.